beyond which they could see gardens and a cluster of low wooden buildings, some thatched and made of unshaped logs, barns, stables, sheds, and a long, low wooden house. Inside, on the southward side of the great hedge, were rows and rows of hives with bell-shaped tops made of straw. The noise of the giant bees flying to and fro and crawling in and out filled all the air. The wizard and the hobbit pushed open the heavy creaking gate and went down a wide track towards the house. Some horses, very sleek and well-groomed, trotted up across the grass and looked at them intently, with very intelligent faces. Then off they galloped to the buildings. "I've gone to tell him of the arrival of strangers," said Gandalf. Soon they reached a courtyard, 3 walls of which were formed by the wooden house and its 2 long wings. In the middle there was lying a great oak trunk with many lopped branches beside it. Standing near was a huge man with a thick black beard and hair, and great bare arms and legs with knotted muscles. He was clothed in a tunic of wool down to his knees, and was leaning on a large axe. The horses were standing by him with their noses at his shoulder. "Ah, here they are," he said to them, grumbling about it, when Bilbo opened his eyes. "Get up, lazy bones," he said, "or there will be no breakfast left for you." Up jumped Bilbo. "Breakfast?" he cried. "Where's breakfast?" "Mostly inside us," answered the other dwarves, who were moving around the hall. "But what is left is out on the veranda. We've been about looking for Bjorn ever since the sun got up, but there's no sign of him anywhere, though we found breakfast laid as soon as we went out." "Where's Gandalf?" asked Bilbo, moving off to find something to eat as quick as he could. "Oh, out and about somewhere," they told him. But he saw no sign of the wizard all that day until the evening. Just before sunset he walked into the hall, where the hobbit and the dwarves were having supper, waited on by Bjorn's wonderful animals, as they had been all day. Of Bjorn they had seen and heard nothing since the night before, and they were getting puzzled. "Where's our host? And where have you been all day yourself?" they all cried. "One question at a time, and none till after supper. I haven't had a bite since breakfast." At last Gandalf pushed away his plate and jug. He had eaten 2 whole loaves, with masses of butter and honey and clotted cream, and drunk at least a quart of mead, and he took out his pipe. "I will answer the second question first," he said. "But, bless me, this is a splendid place for smoke rings." Indeed, for a long time they could get nothing more out of him. He was so busy sending smoke rings, dodging round the pillars of the hall, changing them into all sorts of different shapes and colours, and setting them at last, chasing one another out of the hole in the roof. They must have looked very queer from outside, popping out into the air one after another, green, blue, red, silver grey, yellow, white, big ones, little ones dodging through big ones and joining into figure 8s and going off like a flock of birds into the distance. "I have been picking out bear tracks," he said at last. "There must have been a regular bear
straight ahead, way back there, those dark mountains. Is that the ones in Flagstaff?
Bjorn could not have made them all. There were far too many of them,
like them,
and they were of various sizes too. I should say there were
out in the middle of the desert,
large bears, ordinary bears, and gigantic big bears, all dancing outside from dark to nearly dawn. They came from almost every direction, except from the west over the river.
We're making quite an ascent because my ears are starting to pop like they do on the plane.
Only one set of footprints led. None coming, only ones going away from here. I followed these as far as the Carrick. There they disappeared into the river, but the water was too deep and strong beyond the rock for me to cross. It's easy enough, as you remember, to get from this bank to the carrick by the ford, but on the other side is a cliff standing up from a swirling channel. I had to walk miles before I found a place where the river was wide and shallow enough for me to wade and swim, and then miles back again to pick up the tracks again. By that time, it was too late for me to follow them far. They went straight off in the direction of the pine woods on the east side of the Misty Mountains.
That's rock climbing. That's where you have to get experience. I'm filming out your front window, but neither one of you are in the video. So you know. That looks so cool. We're on final approach for Sedona, Arizona. Even like a Fry's, the Walmart, a grocery store might have a section where tourists just buy their stuff. This road is too bumpy. To parking to trailhead. So there's parking down here. Look at this shit looks cool. This is weird, this is cool air. This is not hot air. Excuse me, are you leaving? Are you leaving? Yeah. Where did you park?
Oh yeah. Oh, is this for the Devil's Bridge parking?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is it from here?
Very long.
Oh, okay.
They prepare walking long.
Okay.
But your car couldn't go there.
Yeah, I figured. Thank you.
Thank you. Should ask Benchy's truck, man.
Wait, let me see.
This way, I think.
No, one more moment. I want a picture with Bridget.
Oh,
Bridget.
Brigitte, okay.
By
Beyonce.
Sedona.
We
My
love you.
Italian friend.
We love you. ¿Me tomas una?
Me and you here in the shade, loving life. Just so I can always remember when the summer that I met you, fall when I met you.
Terminas bien.
You want me to take my picture?
Crazy eyes. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
She came out better than I did.
You have to send this because whenever we do you guys, you're very noticeable.
Girl, you
Smile.
not like that one you did back there. This one looks like you mean it.
Smile, you're on YouTube.
Good.
All right.
Bro, these are all on yours, so you're gonna have to share.
Yeah, I'll
with
send
your
them
family.
to all you guys. Or is there higher up we can go? Does it go higher, or is this it?
I think this is it. I get why it's called Devil's Bridge now.
Devil's Bridge.